business. We don't terrorize anybody. I don't know. It have been flying on social media. I don't know where all this I don't know where all these things are coming from. We haven't been living here unlawfully. We are living here very lawfully. Ghanaians, and more especially the Igbos in Nigeria, have been friends from time immemorial. Recording when Ghana was going Nigeria happened in Lagos. That was 1983. It was only the Igbos, it was only the Igbo tribe that saved a lot of Ghanaians.
The only fight Ghanaians have with Nigerians are jollof rice, and that's it. We don't want to entertain any form of tribal war between Ghanaians and Nigerians. We love Nigerians just like the way they also love them. That is why they travel to our country and we also travel to their country. That is fair enough. That is how we want to live. Nothing else. Now I understand why South Africans were having these huge fights between themselves and Nigerians. Because how dare you get up from your country, you go into someone's country, you crown yourself king. To the
what I feared is already manifesting. I knew that anti-Semites, I knew that people that live on hate will jump in and begin to incite the people of Ghana against the Igbo people.
Because of where I'm from, I'm Igbo person. This establishment of the kingdom in Ghana is not new, and it's not something that should be taken out of context. Right now, what is happening, the hatred already Ghana had for Nigerians.
Hi everyone, thank you for coming back. I really appreciate you. Yeah, my name is Lillian. I hope I get a like on this video and you hit that subscribe button. For some days now, I have been seeing a lot of videos on YouTube here and even on TikTok. I'm hardly on TikTok, but I came across a video on TikTok and I will play it here. Normally, I would have moved on to other topics, but since the matter is still on ground, I will from time to time give my opinion in that regard. I'm talking about the Igbo king in Ghana topic that everyone is still talking about. So I stumbled on a couple of videos on YouTube here, and some people are blaming the Yorubas for being the reason for the plight of the Igbos in Ghana. And a lot of the Igbos that will play in this video are calling on you Ghanaians to pardon the Igbos and deal with Nigerians, okay? Because Igbos are peaceful people. They are only here to do their business, make money and go. They do not make trouble. So it is the Yorubas and the Benis, whatever the Hausas, they every, that is the problem. And I'm like, okay, let me replay those videos here for you guys to see. Let's begin from this particular video.
Hello, great dear friends, lovers of freedom all over the world. You're welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending where you're watching or listening from. All right, my brothers and sisters, this topic is very, very serious and delicate to discuss. I don't want to talk about this issue that is going on or trending right now in social media about my own tribe, Igbo people, being attacked in Ghana because of the kingdom that was planned to build by this man, Chinedu Ihetu, the king in Ghana. A lot of people have joined other African countries right now have joined Ghana, supporting them to attack my tribe, my Igbo people, where I'm from. Like I said, I don't want to talk about this, but it got to do with something that is really, really, that is on my, it will affect me as an Igbo person, seeing this kind of attack being directed to my own people in other African countries, Igbo especially. Right now, even Nigerians, some of Nigerians are denouncing Igbo people that, don't generalize us as Igbos. We are different. We are not Igbo people. Like side of even Edo, I saw a video where Edo woman was the same thing, saying Yoruba, Hausa, they have disassociated themselves from Igbo, saying that Ghana should not generalize Nigeria with Igbos, that they are different. This is what we are talking about, the hatred towards my people, even in the land, Nigeria, where they say we are one. the time has come now to show you that Igbos are being hated already in Nigeria, not about outside. So they are now saying, oh, they are not part of Igbo. They are Yoruba, I'm Ibini, I'm Edo, I'm Hausa, I'm Shan. All these kind of people, they are coming out now, associating themselves with Nigeria, saying Ghana should not generalize everybody, Igbo person as a Nigerian. They are different. We are different. It makes me laugh and wonder. And before I go into this, I want to say one thing.
Now, before he goes into the remaining part of the video that I will play here for you, I hope you guys are watching, okay? You can see the victim card I have been talking about. Now you see the victim card where Lillian the talk since. When I say it, it seems like I'm hating. Just look at this gaslighting. Who built the throne that provoked Ghanaians in Ghana? Is it not the same his people that the whole Africans are coming together to attack? I don't understand. Now the people are distancing themselves. Yes, I am one of those people that have distanced myself from this throne because I do not know anything about this particular throne, because the last time I checked, there is a Nigerian High Commissioner in Ghana. So why should I not distance myself from somebody that made it clear that he is for and only for the Igbo people in Ghana? So I should now come and sit down here and claim, we are together. Ghanaians, please, we are together. We are not, and we will never be together when it concerns this Igbo throne in Ghana. It is important for some people to understand that. I no buy, I no sell. It's not a problem. Like, I don't want to sell to you. I don't want to buy from you. Shouldn't be a problem as long as I'm not owing you money. Oh, you guys, you see the victim card here? You see how the gaslighting? Nademo, first off, they will use their hand to do something that will provoke the locals and then later blame it on other people for not supporting them. Anyways, let's continue.
This is exactly what we have been talking about, and the reason why our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and the Simon Ekpa, this is why they were fighting to get out from that country, because of the hatred and marginalization and what is happening now, in Ghana and all that. And what is going on right now in Ghana about my people, it's something that need to stop right now. I would not say because I'm from Igbo, disassociate myself or not to talk about. Like I said, I don't want to talk about it, but it's something that is really affecting me because of where I'm from. I'm an Igbo person. This establishment of the kingdom in Ghana is not new, and it's not something that should be taken out of context. Right now, what is happening, the hatred already Ghana had for Nigerians in general is something I want to discuss about. And the reason why, the truth behind all this is just one thing. And that thing is Nigeria. That name alone. That name alone, Nigeria, had so many things behind it. The Ghanaians today that are attacking Igbos, saying they should go, this is because of that one name there, Nigeria. If these people happen to come from Somalia, Togo, Benin, Cameroon, or other countries that are doing this, which I know they have their own king or communities as well in Ghana, are doing this right now or did this, you will never hear any kind of this kind of attack or this news. You will not. That one is sure. You will not. But it's because of that name that associate with it, Nigeria. That name alone comes with so many things, come with a lot of bomb. And that's why you're seeing this kind of reaction from Ghanaian youth. That's why you're seeing this kind of, outrage from the Ghana people towards Igbo Biafrans. Right now, this is not a new thing. We Igbos are like that. We go to any country, we have communities, we have king, we have chiefs. It's like ambassador. you have everywhere in the whole country. And even Ghana, they have this kind of thing as well in other region. Even they have their own chief in Ghana. You know, it's never a problem. They don't associate that name, or they don't associate themselves with any hatred or criminal activities or something like that. So if they do that, it will not be a problem. But the problem is this: because of that name that comes with so many things, that Nigerian name that comes with a lot of things behind it, that's why you see this kind of outburst right now in Ghana. And you see the reason why we are fighting to go out from that name. We don't want to associate ourselves with that kind of evil name, that everywhere you go today in the world, you come out, you bring out that green pale, boom, bam. Your own case will be treated differently.
Ah, dear God, how did you punish my life like this? Dear Lord, how and why have thou made me come close to a people like this? Ah, God, have mercy. Before we move to the second video of somebody lamenting and blaming Nigerians for what the Igbos are going through in Ghana, let me play a video by a Ghanaian lady.
The only fight Ghanaians have with Nigerians are jollof rice, and that's it. We don't want to entertain any form of tribal war between Ghanaians and Nigerians. We love Nigerians just like the way they also love them. That is why they travel to our country and we also travel to their country. That is fair enough. That is how we want to live. Nothing else. Now I understand why South Africans were having these huge fights between themselves and Nigerians. Because how dare you get up from your country, you go into someone's country, you crown yourself king, to the extent that you crown yourself king and you crown people from Ghana sub-chiefs. The audacity. What rubbish. Who gave you that authority to be doing those kind of things? I mean, who does that? Have you finished building in your country? Have you finished buying lands in your country? Have you finished building hospitals and schools in your country? Have you finished giving people lands in your country? You can't do that in your country, but you get tap and go into someone's country to crown yourself king and start building. You want to build house, you want to build a hospital, you want to build market, you want to do this and that in someone's country. Who born dog? I don't blame him. I blame the government. I blame the people who gave him that authority to be doing such nonsense. I mean, who does that? Can you just get up and go into someone's country to do that? No. People say, oh yes, we have other chiefs in the European countries. Yes, we do. When you go to the European country, you have chiefs. There's a difference between a chief and a king. Someone can crown you as a chief, but not a king. And even when you go to the European, when they crown themselves chiefs, they don't decide to buy land and build a hospital and markets for their people. They don't do that. They don't. Who do you think you are? I don't blame them. I blame my people. I blame the country I come from, because if they don't give you that authority, you wouldn't have done that. Now I understand why South Africans were behaving that. Now I get it. Now I know the reason for this chaos between South Africans and Nigerians. You want to bring this same chaos between Ghanaians and Nigerians, and it will never work. It won't work. The only fight Ghanaians have with Nigerians are jollof rice, and that's it.
It will never work. Yes, Nigeria can go on ahead and happen for all I care. But you know what? The relationship between Ghana and Nigeria stick forever. Now, do you know why these people believe that by blaming other tribes for the action of this Igbo throne in Ghana, think doing that will make them feel good? Now, you can imagine, this our sister is talking about South Africa. For a minute, can somebody take a minute and imagine what Nigerians in Nigeria are going through because of people like this, building thrones, doing things with no respect, no consideration? These people do not have issues with who commit crime and who not. Anyway, we have heard from a Ghanaian. Let's move. Let's listen to another Igbo man playing the victim card.
What I feared is already manifesting. I knew that anti-Semites, I knew that people that live on hate will jump in and begin to incite the people of Ghana against the Igbo people. They are not happy that the Igbos they wanted totally destroyed, totally exterminated between 1966 and 1970, that there are any of them that survived, I knew they would jump in. I have taken note of this young man, always watched him on TikTok, inciting, hating Igbos, lying against them. He looks at the houses that Igbos built in Lagos. He looks at the houses that Igbos built in Abuja. He's offended. Igbos bought the lands and built those houses. I don't even like that they do that. Igbos should look towards Igbo land. But my people don't have ears. So they go to Yoruba land, buy land, and people like this are not happy when they see those houses. So he's making a career out of inciting people against the Igbos. I took note of him and I struggled not to notice him. When this issue began to trend about an Igbo that ignored his business in Ghana and began to imagine that he had become a king, I knew that people like this would wade in and incite the people of Ghana against the Igbos. Look at the structure of his narrative. Why Ghana is pushing back against Igbo kingdoms. The whole of Ghana is pushing back against Igbo kingdoms. I use this opportunity to call on Yorubas. Most Yorubas will not tolerate genocide. Most. But you have people who engage in incitement. Call them to order. Incitement leads to genocide, and it is a crime in international law. This young man is gradually walking himself to where one young man that used to live in the UK walked himself to prison. He saw social media as a tool to be used to incite people against the Igbos. He crossed a line and the British government locked him up.
Now, you will look at some people from this particular tribe, and when you look at them, they look beautiful, handsome. They look all well put together. They have the money. Yeah, money. And some of them, according to this man now, even has like a PhD attached to his name. And you will be like, oh, wow, this one. But when they open their mouth, wow, all you will hear is things like this. And you begin to wonder, you begin to wonder what is going on. I want you to pray for Nigeria as you are praying for other people, other countries. I beg you, pray for Nigeria. Because these people, yes, they are people from here that some people might love or like. I will not lie, on a one-on-one level, say they want to be your friend, they are good. Just look at this elderly man, this aged, handsome-looking, good-looking man. Look at what he's saying, like a baby. Everything to them is about the money, and if you complain about anything they do that is wrong, they will say you are jealous of them. Instead of taking accountability for the action of their person or people, instead of that, they will look for who to blame it on. And if not the Yorubas, it's the Bini for them. Sometimes they don't even remember other tribes around them. The immediate neighbor that they have, their immediate neighbor, which Bini and Yorubas are not even their immediate neighbors. This is what Nigeria have been putting up with. This is what Nigeria have been putting up with. And I have to suffer for it. And they are the first to come out and ask you, what did Nigeria even do to you? Why are you hating on Nigeria? For me as a Nigerian, they will ask me, why are you hating on the Igbos? What have Igbos done to you? What has the Igbos ever done to you? One of them came and said, I'm glad you said you have benefited from the Igbos. Even with that, you are still ungrateful. And he asked me, have you ever done anything for any Igbo person? And I said, no, I have not. Because you know why? I, Lillian, do not have self-esteem. If I ever come online here to solicitate for funds to help somebody, it is because I have done it on my own and it is not enough. I have done it quietly and it is not enough. So bringing it online here, it's for me to seek help so that other people could join me to help. So I am not somebody with low self-esteem that will come and say, I've done this for them, I've done that for them. Instead of him to take responsibility for the action of his people, he would rather blame other people for it. So the Igbos are perfect. They have done nothing wrong. It is the jealousy and envy of the Nigerian people that have caused the uproar that is happening now in Ghana. On the 19th of July 2025, according to what I'm seeing on social media, Ghanaians will be taken to the street to protest against Nigerians living in Ghana. And who is the genesis? This particular Igbo kingdom. And now who is playing the victim card? His people. Instead of saying, please, we have done wrong, let it go, they must blame it on other people. Allegedly, some of their big politicians are in town right now, probably to bribe their way, to appeal for the Igbos, and then those of us that are not Igbos, then we can perish, right? Which is not a problem. It's not a problem. One day we are all going to die. So if some Nigerians in Ghana are going to die because of the Igbos, who are we to complain? You came to Ghana to do all sorts of things. You do child trafficking, and the names that comes out, majority of them are Igbos. You do what is it called? Armed robbery, bank robbery. Majority of the names that top the list are Igbos, and the people saying they are from there. See, I don't want to go back to dig out videos that I'm seeing online, because everywhere goes scatter, all of them. So now Ghanaians cannot see because they are blind. They cannot act on their own. So Ghanaians need the Yorubas to come and tell them to act. Instead of them to accept their fault, no, they will blame other people for it. They will frame you. Do you know how many times these people have called for my arrest? What is my sin? Just my type of content too. And why? Because I am not Igbo and I'm not supposed to talk. But their own people, their tribe, can sit down and call Nigeria zoo. They call Nigeria a zoo. No problem. They are supported. And these are the same people that me, Lillian, should allow myself to say, okay, let them know I won't. These people are on a mission, and congratulations to all of them. They have accomplished it. This is not all. Let's take a look at one more video.
My Ghanaian brothers, I made a video before telling you guys our stand with the Igbos, our stand in Ghana here. Now we are here for pure business. We don't terrorize anybody. I don't know, it have been flying on social media. I don't know where all this, I don't know where all these things are coming from. We haven't been living here unlawfully. We are living here very lawfully. Ghanaians, and more especially the Igbos in Nigeria, have been friends from time immemorial. Recording when Ghana was going Nigeria happened in Lagos. That was 1983. It was only the Igbos, it was only the Igbo tribe that saved a lot of Ghanaians. A lot of Ghanaians roamed far away to the east, Igbo area, Igbo region, and they were saved. Most Ghanaians were safe only on Igbo side, Igbo region. We sheltered them, we gave them covered. A lot of them started making music. Go and ask a lot of them. Nana something that was making music during those time. Donko, Landlord Travel and See. They were all reciting in Igbo land. And they were very, we harbored them. We promoted their music. Ghanaians and Igbos have been a good friend for long. Ghanaians and the Igbos, more especially, have a very good relationship, time immemorial. You know, history has a way of always repeating itself. Let's not allow history to repeat. There haven't been a time in the history of Igbos and then Ghanaians where we have any conflict. Let's not start now. Let's not start now. Let's make a way with all this propaganda and a lot of things flying on social medias. I've told you guys before, we are not planning to have anything like Igbo kingdom, Igbo community, Igbo village in Ghana here. There is nothing like that. Our leaders haven't said so, and we are not planning for such thing. There is no area you will go in Ghana today, you see up to hundreds of Igbos living in a particular place. There is nothing like that. We are law abiding, we do our respective businesses here in Ghana. Please, all these things should cease. All this propaganda flying on social media, I don't know, one time, another thing, tomorrow you hear a different thing. Next tomorrow you hear a different thing. There is no need for all these things. Ghanaians and the Igbos have a very good relationship from time immemorial. Told you guys before, we don't have anything called Igbo village. We are not planning to have anything called Igbo kingdom or whatever in Ghana here. We are foreigners here and we maintain that very stand. We want to do anything, kingdom or a community, we'll go to our place and do all of those things. There is no specific place in Ghana where you will come in a particular area. You see like up to 100 Igbos living that very area. We stay separately in Ghana. So I don't know where a lot of things are rising from. We better stop this before it get out of hand.
There you have it. When they are speaking up for themselves alone. But when Nigerians are speaking, other Nigerians are supposed to team together with who? So the propaganda, they have been living here, doing their business peacefully. They have been this, and there is no kingdom anywhere. They had no plan on building the kingdom. Be the judge, bro. Be the judge. A tribe called Igbo. A tribe called Igbo. A tribe called Igbo. And the same people now will cry. They will say you are instigating hate. But now they are denying that there's nothing of such, nothing like that. Anyways, I have nothing against them. Like I always said, I am a Nigerian, and because of their action, we are all going to pay, right? Which is not a problem. But nobody should tell me how to feel, because nobody understands how I feel. I'm not saying Nigerians are good people. But what about what is happening here in Ghana right now? If I go back now and dig out the old videos and post it here, the same people will still cry. You are causing hate. You are doing this. Anyways, I'm done. I just wanted you guys to see what they have to see. Now they were the one that gave Ghanaian, they were the one that saved Ghanaians during the Ghana must go. Igbos. You were the one. You. Should we bet? I wish I'm in Nigeria. I would have taken turn to travel around the southern part of Nigeria and then bring you Ghanaians that are there and ask them how they feel. A lot of the Ghanaians that were in, let me not talk. So I'm ending it here. I'll see you in my next one.